Yeah, I know you guys can hear the water rushing out there. I bet you can't wait to get into it to see the beauty of it. But, I gotta stop and look at everything first. Man, awesome. Raise your hands up if you're going to be excited for another day of exploring. Yeah, I can't stop exploring. I can't. That's all I do is explore. Not all, everything. I go exploring where I can. Yeah, but I already know where heaven on earth is. Yeah, I already know. I'm just trying to be a part of it until I go back to work tomorrow. Enjoy this 4-day weekend. Man, look at that. Perfect. Let's go a little bit further. We're going to get in this thing. Who knows what we're going to find today? There they go. Yeah, having a good time on this Sunday. Yeah, we made it in. I know you get excited. I know you do. You explorers like me who do nothing but explore not all the time, but in between your other hobbies. Here comes the clouds, the haziness, about to cover up the sun for the next, until dark, basically. We're going to be finding some good things today. That's one thing I like about this creek. Every time I come out, I don't care if it's been a week. I don't care if it's been a month. I don't care if it's been 3 months. This creek floods all the time because of the topography of the area. There's a lot of big hills out here, and it floods quite a bit. I don't know if you noticed at the very beginning of the film how you saw piles of brush against trees that were 15 feet higher than the waters themselves. Yeah. But you can tell, look at it. You can tell it's flooded out here. Well, it's been flooded. So something's been turned up. Yeah. We're going to find some good stuff today. Well, except for the garbage. Yeah. Man. Well, let's just at least pray and hope that we're going to find something. I definitely don't want to leave empty-handed. But it's all about the experience of life, The essence of finding something that's very unique. Historical. Everything. Part of your own human history. Your own human history. But I want to tell you something about this little creek right here. This ancient creek. Yeah. That this ancient creek, I only find arrowheads in this part of the creek. Like, I probably found 7 or 8, maybe 9 in the past year. I bet that's a nice piece of quartz. Some of the better quartz I find is going to be in this part too, which tells me something about their little camps and all, thousands, hundreds of years ago maybe. Look at that. That's nice. You can almost see through it. Looks like it's been napped on the top, doesn't it? Yeah. I don't know if I'll keep that one though. I know many of them will approve of that one. But let's see if we can come across some stuff today. I don't want to bore you to tears with just sitting here looking at a bunch of beautiful rocks. Oh, every time I see white quartz, I get excited. Because it could be. I'm keeping that piece. That's beautiful. That's lovely. Can't tell my phone is going to focus today because the sun is behind us. Man, just tell me if you see something. But there's a lot of stuff in here that could be anything. The material out here is incredible. So I've always loved coming out to this little creek out here. It's a long drive from home, I'll tell you what, it is. It takes about an hour to get up here. But I'll drive anywhere to find something significant, if you can catch my drift. Man, there's going to be stuff out all over the place. Yeah, last time I was out here, I didn't find anything really. I found one piece of pottery. And I found what'd I find? I found a broken scraper. I did. Here's a good sign right here. Brothers and sisters. Yeah. All right. Trinity symbol number, 2 for today? Yeah. That's one thing about these explorations, though. Sometimes I'll fill my pockets with about 50 pounds of Trinity symbols and perfect geometries before I come across my first arrowhead. Yeah. They're a little game of theirs. Yep. All right, so I think we're done with this side here. Or are we? I don't know yet. I know, you saw that middle part. You're telling me to go over there and look. But if I go slow as a snail, like you're supposed to, I'm not going to make it past my goal. I'm not. I'm not going to make it past that special spot. Oops. Yeah, I thought that was a point. I was wrong on that one. But look at the pretty water, though. Look at that. It's almost like the water is non-existent. But there's a secret about the water that tell you about, heaven on earth. Yeah, like I always talk about the waters of eternity and explain all this stuff to you. Deep down in my soul, out of my soul, my heart. But there's something about the waters of eternity that has to do with time. Like what they call the winds of time. The waters of eternity. There is a fountain of youth out there. I know how to find it. Help you live longer spiritually, You just have to know how to understand what time really is. Kind of like heaven on earth. What is time? The difference between motion and stillness. So you can always live. As long as you want. If you know how to find what I'm, talking about. Yeah, I don't want this to be one of those scary videos. Man, something's out here. There is. Yeah. They like to speak up too. They do. They're out here. They're going to be like, when I say comments like that, I'm talking about the good stuff like airheads. But they'll speak up. They'll be like, yeah, we are. We're around you. We're behind you. We're everything. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Yeah. But when it comes to time, what is time? It's the experience of things in motion. That's exactly what time is. Time is not the clock itself. You have no idea what the real time is, do you? You're looking at it. The motion of light. The motion of water. As it gets pulled down towards the lowest point. That is the real clock. That's one of the real clocks. I know what I'm talking about. I heard you. Just like wind. Wind is an identifier for time. It's part of what time is. Just like water is exactly part of what time is. What happens when the waters quit flowing? Time stands still, doesn't it? In your mind and your soul, that's what it seems like, right? If that were to freeze, like in a photograph, when you take those pictures, if this were to freeze because of the winter time, it stops. In your own soul, in your own mind, it seems like time stands still, doesn't it? You said it to yourself before. Yeah. So what happens when time stops? Does water stop? You better believe it does. Yeah. When the wind stops blowing. The things that identify motion on planet Earth. I thought that was a piece of pottery right there. It's got that consistency. When the sun stops moving. When the planet stops rotating. Time freezes. Time is up. But no, I'm just using that as a Da Vinci example. That's all it is. It's not meant to scare you. Why would I? We're not going to talk about that today. That's just something I'm just mentioning at the moment. While I try to get carried away with looking. This is like hypnotizing. It is. They know how to work on Da Vinci's mind to get out the truth. They know. That's why they always want me to play their games. They know I'm looking for everything possible. So they try to give it to me. try to draw me out, to confine them in different ways and explain the truth. So it's hypnotizing. Yeah. They definitely know how to hypnotize me for sure. But look at that. Time in motion. Time in motion. You didn't think about that, did you? I bet you did. It's probably hidden away in some book, isn't it? You know it is. On the truth about what time is. It's not your clock on your iPhone. It's not the hands ticking on a clock in school, on the wall, or at the doctor's office. It's not the countdown for, whatever holidays you celebrate. Like, what is that? Yeah, New Year's Eve. It's not that. You should know what the real time is. Yeah. But it's going to be forever if you could think about it, if you do things right. The earth is going to continue to rotate in two different ways. Like a clock. The winds are going to keep blowing if you do things right, no matter how hard or how soft they blow. The waters are going to keep flowing, no matter how hard or how soft you think they may do that. But as long as they keep going, we're all good, right? With time. Man. Almost. Man. Look at that. Scale. What is that? Look like the sands of time over there in Egypt or something, in the deserts. That's exactly what that looks like. Like you're looking at some satellite image, like you're out in space or something. Yeah, you should know what I'm talking about. Yeah, the art of the planet. Man, look at that. I know you think I'm crazy, because I see things differently. Man, I bet that's perfect for that cube. You guys think I should take a picture? That's a snake trail. They're trying to give me my signs for the day. Nah, I think I'll just do a snapshot. Looks like an hourglass. Man, I'm just letting you see this right here. It's gorgeous. We're on top of the mountains. Over there on top of Syria or something. Yeah, man. Or, out there in Nevada. The Rocky Mountains. Oh, man. I can't stop studying things at 1,000 different scales. I can't. Man. It's perfect. Look at these little pools right here. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. It is. I'm going to say that 1,000 times today, but I'm looking at something that I hope is my real perfect one of the day. I'm not sure yet. No, it's not an airhead. I know I will find one, though. I will. Don't you worry. But I'm looking at this bad boy right here. But it's being shielded on the corner. Is it? Well, dang. Optical illusion. Close enough, though, right? I don't know if they want me to keep that, If I don't find the ones that they leave for all of us, then, where I'm at the time. I'm not talking about going around the planet looking for everything to take from you guys either. Because this is a game for the human race. It's for everybody. It's just a fun little game. To help you out, I keep talking about that, but yeah, it's a cool game. How many times have you seen me pick up something that was a perfect triangle, but once I got it out of the dirt, it was abstract? It's a game. Doesn't mean you fail. You fail when you don't play the game. I see perfect white. Let's see if it's a point. No, it's not. Man. Hope you like this little exploring video. Middle of nowhere. Not really, but, you know. Yeah, that's a little bit deeper than I wanted to be. You know, screw it. I think at the moment I'm focused more on finding the perfect geometry so I can prove you a point. No pun intended. Those points are going to come later, even if it's not today. Even if it's like another day or something. Man. Alright, so you want to really hear about my personal poverty. I don't have one. My bank account doesn't say the same. It doesn't. What's in my bank account doesn't matter. It's what's in your soul that matters. But you're right. To an extent, you're right. Now these days, what's in your account matters if you have to pay rent. If you have to wipe out that heaven on earth for that development. That millions of dollars you're going to spend. All that crazy stuff. You have to take the kids to daycare. The life that you designed for yourself. Without understanding the truth. You can always have a life. You can always have a real nice life, a perfect life. That is if you take time to find what I'm talking about and understand what I'm talking about. That first triangle I find is when I'm whole again. Rebuilding that energy within your soul. To understand that there's more things that are important. And not money. But I'm going to tell you something that's going to make you scared, make you worried. But why would it? It's the truth. It's the truth. I'm a very rich human being. I am. Within my soul. But I'm also a very rich human being. With the money. With the understanding of money. What do I mean by this? What did I tell you about setting that foundation? What did I explain to you about setting your foundation of life? No matter what life it is. Now, in the future. But trust me. I think the future is more important than anything. A step ahead, as I would say. A step ahead of the game. You use one life if you're slacking, like right now. I'm lacking in this life. Do I have a million paintings that are perfect? Not yet. Do I have a bunch of photography pictures that are perfect? You better believe I do. Do I try to make good videos to try to break a record? You better believe I do. Do I do other things? I love competition, but competition in the right way. But if you know the truth like I do, you can always come back if you know what I'm talking about. So you can use one life as a stepping stone for another. That's simple. But if you love art, you can use the Metatron Cube and a Flower of Life to, break out the magic. Make it happen. Anything. When it comes to those items of perfection. But I want to tell you something. Yes, I'm a very rich human being. My bank account doesn't show it. Why doesn't my bank account show it? Because it's in other people's bank accounts. Man. Yeah, you better believe Bacchus likes it when I drink with him. Because it's a party. Once I'm done, he's good to go. So am I. But I'll tell you something about that priceless. You heard me right. I'm going to tell you something about that priceless. I'm a very rich human being. I am. Within my soul. Things bring joy to your soul. If you know how to build a foundation. Even if it takes multiple lives, you can always figure out a way. Because in many ways, multiple lives can be one life. Because you are your own soul. You're yourself. Dang, man, look at this one. Oh, crap. You guys are getting a load of this today. I know you are. My pockets are loaded down. Perfect. We're having a great day. Awesome. Like I said, if you don't find them, that's when you should be worried. But I'm trying to explain something to you about those things that are priceless. I'm a very rich human being. Things that bring me joy to understand something very deep within me, because I never completed anything. Today I can't complete anything. I know you see that bank. I know you see that bank over there. That gravel bar right in the middle. That's where they always collect the good points. That's going to be our good spot. But what I tell you about all that stuff about building that foundation, you can spread out your lives if you know how to. If you know how to do things the right way. Well, let's keep this. It's got a curve on it. That was nice fun. But things that I say I know is going to be scary to you. But that's why I do certain things, because I know the truth. Yeah, everything I did is worth a fortune. A different kind of paving the way. A different kind of fortune. A different kind of riches. To help your soul understand that you did something good. That things you did in the past, present and future, are desirable. Because you hit the truth until the time is right. But I'm a very rich human being. But the bank account doesn't show it. But the people I know who have certain things are very rich. Things that are housed in certain locations are worth a lot of money. What's the most expensive painting ever? What's the most priceless painting ever? What book, the most expensive book in human history ever sold? What did I tell you about setting that foundation for spiritual growth? Well, what did I tell you about all that? What's the most priceless painting of all? Several things that were created in the past are top on the list. I told you I was a very rich person. There's a way that you can tell the future also. I know exactly how. Yeah, but I love all that competition, but it's not a competition. It's a spiritual competition for the soul. To see how good you can do in life. The things that you can accomplish. Things that might take longer than usual, than normal. Wow, look at that. Man, it's almost clear. Whoa. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a keeper to add to that collection. I feel an arrowhead coming up. But I'm a very rich human being. Deep down inside I am. And the ones who own the Osworth, the one human being who owns the original Battle of Anghiari, they're going to get even richer. Man, where are those arrowheads at? I think I found enough triangles. I want to leave some for you guys. I do. But you have to promise me that you'll come out and try to find them. And you know what I mean by find them, don't you? It's not all about the triangles. It's about many things. Yeah, look at that one. Oops, man. Look what I pulled out of the water. Oh, I want to take that out of here. But they got me stuck in the right place. But I know why they do this. Look at that art. Look at that. If it'll focus. Look at that. Perfect. But I know why they do this. They want me to save some things for you guys. And not gobble up all the, the good stuff. Look at that. I guess they want me to start looking for airheads now instead of perfect geometry, so I can leave the rest for you. But I know you're about to get excited. I know you are. I'm going to keep going. I'll probably just end the video now, but I'll let you know if I find any airheads. Trust me on that. Yeah, but let me go ahead and keep looking. I know you want to look with me. But I'll get back to you if I do find something. Thank you. I love you dearly. Good luck. I'll say some for you guys. I will. I'll bury them again and hide them. Some of them. See ya later.